What's up, brother?
What's
Can you
up,
hear
my
me?
guy? Yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me?
Yeah. I'm just putting my earbuds in so I can make sure I hear you good.
All right, you doing all right?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
That's what's up.
Not going in. Okay, now I got you. What's
All
up,
right,
bro?
word. Ready to kick off?
I'm ready to kick off, man.
Let's get it, man. So for one, I want to tell everybody good afternoon. My name is Keven Busby, and I would like to welcome you all to my first episode of Wine and Good Conversation. Introducing my first guest, one of the stars on the hit TV show Johnson. Because you know I'm missing every week. You feel me? On the hit TV show Johnson on Bounce TV, Mr. Derrex Brady. What's up, man?
Hey, what's good, man? Thanks for having me, brother.
Man.
You know, you've been giving us so much love, man. I had to jump on. My dog is over here running around trying to play with the cord. Chase, stop playing.
Hey, that's crazy because my brother-in-law dog's name is Chase.
Really?
Exactly. Yep.
Hold on 1 second. He over here tripping with his toy. You got to stop, man. Over here playing games. All right, I'm back. I'm back.
Hey, look.
What's up, man?
I really want to say, man, I really appreciate this. Like, from the bottom of my heart, you know, I done told you plenty of times. I know you was like, all right, bro, I get it. I get it.
Like, it's all good. I get it. Yeah,
man, I really appreciate it. Because you the first guest. You're not the second, not the third. You the first.
Hey, that's how we kicked it off, man.
You know
Absolutely, man. I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad to be here. I wanted to jump on, and so I don't really do lives much. So you know, it's dope to kick it off with you. So I need to actually be doing it more. I have some people in my team that are like, you got to start doing lives more, man, so that people know that you on. They'll jump on more. So I definitely got to jump on and do it, man. So I'm glad to be here.
No problem, man. Like I said, man, I really appreciate it. And we're gonna jump straight into it, man. We're gonna jump straight into it.
Wait,
you know,
first, let me ask you. Like, I know you got a lot of questions for me, but yo, I want to find out, like, how did you even hear about our show? How did you learn about Johnson? What made you get inspired to like go? I'm gonna talk about this every week. This is every week.
Every week. Like, honestly, so me and my wife, we just be trying to find different things to watch.
Sorry, man. I see my team. I see Tammy. What up now?
I see
word. You. What's up? Love and Dynasty, giving love. Appreciate you. Danny Wu. I did a romantic comedy called Questions with Danny Wu. What's up, brother? Yeah, man. King right there. All right. Sorry, brother.
Oh, nah. You good. I'm on your time. You doing me a favor. I'm on your time.
What's up?
So, actually, man, me and my wife, you know, we just be trying to find different shows to watch all the time. We just flipping through it. We just flipping through the channels. And then, I'm not gonna lie, the first person we saw was you. I didn't know who any of you were at all.
Okay.
So I'm like, she flipped past, and I'm like, hey, go back. I was like, what's that? We saw you, then I saw DL.
Okay, DL, yeah.
I was like,
that's
I was like, hey, go back.
Right.
And we went back, and we started watching it. I said, hey, this show right here pretty decent. So we kept watching it. It was season 2 when we found it. We found it season 2.
Okay, you got it on season 2. Okay.
Yeah, we found it season 2. And we was like, oh, we got to go back. So we went back. And I fell in love with it so much. And the reason I started doing the recaps because, like, me, my little brother, he in here. My little brother, Josh, shout out to Josh.
All right.
He's in here. And it reminds me so much of, like, the brotherhood. Me, him, my best friends. It's just like, I'm like, oh, yeah, this relate to all of us. Because you got that person who is working on their mental health. And you got that person who's doing their own business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, mental health, like, I'm big on that.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I'm extremely big on that.
Yeah, man. I mean, when Deji Leray, the creator of the show, my brother, when he wrote that scene, it was just so dope, and it was perfect for the character of Omar, played by Thomas Q. Jones, my brother. And you know, a lot of times, man, you know, Black men, the way we're depicted in media and the way that people see us in TV, a lot of times are these stereotypes. And yeah, there's a reality to that, but more than not, we don't really see as a human. We don't see the humanity in us. And so him writing that scene, I think, is amazing, especially in our community where we feel like seeing somebody or talking about our feelings or, you know, dealing with PTSD is like, we don't really give credit to that. And we're like, nah, we good. We just stay focused on the mission. but we're wounded. A lot of us is wounded from our experiences as a child and just growing up. And so when he wrote that scene, it was amazing, man. But truth be told, man, between us, he actually rewrote that scene the night before and added some other layers to it. And it was amazing. And I remember just telling him, bro, as a writer myself, I know how difficult it is to write something so layered and make sure that everybody shines and everybody gets a moment, but that it's all congruent and works together, and really then depicts us in the light of we do need to talk to somebody. We do need to work on things. And he just did an amazing job. And then my brothers, you know, Thomas Q. Jones, Deji, Philip, myself, we all, you know, came together and did that scene, man. And we just felt real good, man. We killed it, man. And it was something that needed to be shown.
Yeah, I dropped the tear too.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I dropped the tear.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. See, that's what therapy does. It teaches you how to, you know, tell the truth. That's Absolutely. The truth. I dropped a little tear.
Yeah. It was emotional when we did it, man. And it's interesting because even when I go back and look at that scene, you know, a lot of times I tell people, like, we don't go and act in front of cameras. We live it. You know, our brotherhood is real on and off screen. And so I remember when I watched that scene and I was like, man, just the way we were all in tune to each other, the way we listened to each other. And I don't even when I told him, like, yo, listen, man, you need to do this for yourself. In fact, if you go, I'll go too. And I don't even know what made me took that break. I don't even know what made it happen, that long pause. But I love how, you know, Deji and Thomas, who are our showrunners, kept it in, because it showed me working through it as I was trying to help him work through it. Mm-hmm. It was just real, man. And so I just love that, man. It's a moment that definitely has been spoken about, talked about. We got a lot of comment and activity and feedback. And so it was a dope scene, man.
That's what's up. Yeah, it was a real dope scene. And since we own Johnson, like, what made you even get interested in the acting? Like, was it something that, okay, I'm interested in it, but I'm not sure if I can do it? Or was it something like, I'm interested in it and I know I can do this?
Are you asking what made me want to get involved in Johnson, or just in acting
itself?
Just
in acting.
I well, you know, truth be told, between my mom and dad, who were separated when I was a baby, they took me to a place to do commercials, and the people fell in love with me and was like, yo, he's fearless and personable, and it's like even though he's on camera, it seems like he's in the same room with you. And so I was gonna go do it as a kid, and then my mom and dad separated, and my mom was like, nah, you're not gonna manage my baby, like you're not gonna so I'm taking him out. So my mom pulled me out, and then it found me again. Like, it just got on my heart, like some of my favorite times of, you know, then I think about with my mother, who's passed away. She in heaven now.
Yeah, my condolences.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. But some of my favorite times with my mom was going to the movies, and sometimes I'd be in and out of the house and she'd be like, boy, just come sit down and watch this. And I'd be so mad. I'd be so angry, bro. I did not want to watch. And then by the end of the show, I would be asking her a million questions. And I think that's what led me to want to be an actor, is like, I felt like, man, I want to be part of these stories. I think I could do something with this. And then as I continued to evolve, I was actually in a music group that was called Project X. We were managed by Suzanne DePaz, that did, like, you know, Found the Jacksons. She did, you know, Smart Guys. She's been a huge executive producer. She did the Jackson Dream, you know, miniseries.
Oh, yeah, that's my movie. I love that.
Yeah.
American Dream.
And so American Dream. And so I was like, I don't think music is my calling like this. You know, I actually have some sons. My son Jared, who is a phenomenal artist and is killing the music game. Like, he always does something special. My son Cray is dabbling in music, as well as Julian. But I didn't think that was my calling. I was like, acting's my calling. And most of the people around me was like, you just don't want a job. Like, and I was like, no, I really feel like acting's my calling. So I went out for a couple auditions, and I booked my first job. And then it kind of just continued from there. And I just loved the expression, man. So it's like, it called to me, and I answered it. So yeah, that's how I got into acting. And it just kind of snowballed up from there.
Oh, that's dope. See, what's funny about the music, I think all of us tried music before. Yeah. You know, I tried to rap, you know, because no one couldn't tell me I wasn't the best. But I was like, man, I respect the craft so much. I'm not even about to bother that. Like, I'm gonna just let them do what they do, and I'm just gonna be a fan of it.
Oh man, come on, Donna Marie. I see. I'm looking down at the comments. Sorry, brother. I'm over here seeing some of the comments. Yo, what's going on, man?
You good,
Mark? What it is? Especially talent. Mark was on our season 4. I was the amazing talented actor that robbed me. You remember when I got in the car and I was supposed to come and bring the money? Yeah, talented actor, man.
Speaking of that.
Yeah.
Since we on that, what would you have done that in real life, or was that just like a something with the show? Because you know when you do stuff like that, you gotta have a squad with you.
You know what? I think honestly, man, I think that Jarvis was so, season 4, he went through it. You know what I'm saying? He went through it. Like, there was so much going on with him that, being drugged and, he's trying to get over this situation, from his divorce. And now he's got this situation where he's trying to figure out what is this with Antoinette, and his business is not doing right. His money is, going away. He's laid off half his employees. Now his Rolex is stolen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Jarvis was at a place where, like, you know what? I'm trying to get help from the detectives. And I think he was just at his wit's end. Like, I think he was just done being taken advantage of. I think he was just done, like, you know what? I'm going to figure this out himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he went into it thinking so much the danger of it. I think he felt like, this is not where I'm going to get my Rolex back, but this is where I'm going to be able to have a tracker in there. So I think it was real life, man. I think he thought, I know this guy, the get back is going to be me having the tracker. The getting gotten being, him being got,
mm-hmm.
I think was not that he would be killed or in danger. I think it was just that this dude is he's not going to give him his Rolex. So I think it was real, man. I think, sometimes, we've all had a time in our place where we just like, you know what, I don't give a damn no more. Like, whatever it is, what it is what it is. And I think that's where Jarvis was, man. But speaking of that, I got to tell you, man, with the talented actor I was talking about, man, Mark, mm-hmm. man, is like, I remember it was interesting because, I'm a method actor. And so, like, that means, like, in the script, if we homies, if we tight, then I'm going to talk to you in between takes. I'm going to be your boy. We going to connect. I'm going to ask you about life, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So when we get on screen, there's chemistry. On the same spectrum, if you and I are at odds and we don't get along and we not together, we not on a team, like, I'm not going to talk to you. So I remember, man, they introduced me and Deji was like, yo, this is a dope actor, man. I want to introduce you. I was like, what up? And walked off. And I didn't talk to him at all, man.
Oh,
even
wow.
In between takes, I didn't talk to him at all. And I know he was thinking, like, man, this dude here, like, who, like, man, like,
who do you think he is?
And once we were done, though, the scene is fire. The scene is dope. There's a lot of danger in that. When we were done, I told him how dope of an actor he was. And I said, yo, I'm method, bro. Please don't take it personal. I definitely respect your art and craft, man. It's just that when I'm in it, bro, I'm living. And then we've been cool ever since. But at first he was like, man, who this dude, man? But he Hollywood, but that wasn't it. So we got to talk after, and it shows on screen, man. It shows on screen. So
when I seen it, like during the scene, right. I was a little upset because I was like, man, why Jarvis gonna go there by himself? Then after the fact, when I saw you put the tracker in there, or when you pull it up on your phone, I was like, okay, smart. That was smart. So you can see now you can see where he going to get your Rolex from and things like that. And I was like,
yeah. But and he first did it. He tried to do it the right way. He went to the detective route. But you know how it is. Sometimes we're not seen as what we need is important. Exactly. Sometimes when we go, we're overlooked. We're not priority. And so Jarvis is like, all right, let me show you how to do your job.
And that's crazy because that's another reason, like we was talking about prior to this, that's another reason why we feel like we don't need therapy, because we feel like no one cares anyway. We got to do it ourselves.
We got to take care of it ourselves. Exactly.
So that's like the same situation.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Situation. Yeah. But with that being said, Jarvis, Derrex.
Yeah.
You act that. I know you an actor, but you act that role a little too good. Do you see any similarities in your character and in real life?
Listen, Deji, who created the show, will tell you that he wrote all the characters seeing that there was essence of us in those characters, right? I feel like, first of all, I'm not bougie. Jarvis is bougie. I'm not bougie.
I don't get that from Jarvis though. I don't get the bougie. I get like the confidence. You know, bougie is just on some.
But you know, Jarvis is like, he's worked hard. So I mean, you know, I think other people would see it as bougie, but I think Jarvis is like, I've worked hard in life. I want to celebrate. First class means something to him. He don't want to fly coach. He don't want to do that. You know, you saw the scene when we were going to the Bahamas.
Yeah,
Jarvis had a problem.
You don't supposed to show out in the airport, man. Right?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to put money in people's pocket to get the first class flight. That's how I fly. I don't want to fly coach. I don't even know what that has been for a long time. I've worked hard. I've earned to be able to do it. You know, I want to use my points. You know, he got the Rolex, he got the whip, he got the, you know, the house. You know what I'm saying? Jarvis enjoys life. He need a pillow when he's on the flight, you know? So I'm not like that as much. I'm particular.
Someone just said
my
he
friend,
is bougie.
Yeah.
That's your wife?
No. My wife is Kelly Brady, but Tammy is actually one of my partners in our production company, Skyscope Pictures.
She is bougie. Come on, man.
She does know me well. She does know me well. And MD is also one of my business partners. He's a co-founder of Skyscope Pictures along with me, and Tammy's one of our partners on that. We all are running that production company together. So she's saying I'm bougie, but she got jokes. I'm not bougie. I'm particular. I'm not bougie.
Gotcha.
Tabitha's laughing. Hey, Tabitha ain't seen no bougie in me. No. But yeah.
So was the Jarvis role, was that made for you, or did you try for any other characters that's
well,
on the
you
show?
know that came Jarvis came at a blessing in my life, man. It was at a moment where I've been in this game for a while. I've been on a couple of series. I've done some films, and this happens to a lot of actors when you kind of go to a next tier, right? Like there was a time where I played everybody's father who was black on TV. Like it don't matter, ABC, Fox, CBS, Lifetime, whatever it was. If there was a black man when I first started acting, I played his son, right? And then I got to the place where I then went to college, and then I went into limbo, right? And so I wasn't yet ready to play like the leading man role, but I still looked like a kid, but I was kind of aging out of that, and I couldn't play the high school, and college wasn't a lot of roles for college kids at that time when I was first acting. So I went into limbo, man. And so I went to this place where I was a little lost. I didn't really know what was going on, and I would get to auditions and I would get to the end, and then I wasn't booking anything. And so I just got to the place where I was like, you know what, maybe this is it. Maybe it's run its course. Maybe I need to do something else. And it's interesting. I was on a show. It was Greek Project Greenlight. It was on HBO, and Deji and I both were on that project. It was written and created by Jamila Biggs, who's got this other movie First that I was in, and it's based off of a TV series. Will Catlett, you know, Jamila Biggs, myself. We were part of that show, and so anyways, we were on this show called In Between. And I was playing the boyfriend that became the ex, and Deji was playing the new boyfriend of Jamila. And so she was kind of in between. And so long story short, he came to me and was like, on that set, this one lady out of nowhere just goes, "You're about to quit, aren't you?" And I was like, "Say word." I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Don't do it." She's like, "It's about to be your season, and you're going to have so many opportunities, and all your yeses are going to become nos. Do not quit." And then Jamila invited me to a Bible study, and I went to that. She was like, sometimes, you know, our pastor will prophesy on you, and they'll say things to you. And God knew I needed a word. And I kid you not, no lie. I'm standing there. He's walking around people, certain people he'll just stop and talk to. He's on the other side of the room, and he's prophesying over this lady. And I'm like, yo, if this dude is real, God, like, let him come over to me right now. Not later, right now. Let him stop and tell him and say he wants to talk to me. Dude, this dude is on the other side of the room. All of a sudden, he turns around. He finishes with that lady. He starts walking towards me. I'm looking like, this dude passes me and then takes a step back and goes, "Brother, can I pray for you?" And I said, "Say word." So then he did, man, and he was like, do not quit. It's your season. You're about to walk into it. All these things, yada, yada, yada. And I had one other person tell me that. Deji on that set says, hey, man, I wrote a script. Real nonchalant. I wrote a script, man. I think there's a character in there for you, man. You want to take a read? I was like, yeah. He sent it to me. I read it in 3 days. It was like, I can give life to this character. I'm honored that you would ask me. I've never seen black men on the page like this. I've never seen a male POV that the women also had a voice. I would love to do this. And that's how I got Johnson, man. I didn't even audition for it, man. He told us at the table read, every actor that was in that room, just know you guys don't have to audition for this. I've been watching y'all for a while. And not only do you guys all have the talent to live in these characters, but you have the integrity and the humanity to be off screen and be good people. And so you guys already got the role. And that's how I got Johnson, bro.
Wow.
It's another.
Through all of that just now, because I was really going to ask, did you ever get to the point where you felt like quitting? And you answered all of that just now. And like, when you felt like quitting, was it like you was getting to a point where you were trying out for roles that you know you
Marie, come on. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good.
When I see certain times,
you good.
Donna Maria's family, she's amazing, dude. Just to let you know who's on this live, man. She is such an amazing producer. She's worked with the likes of Will Smith on down. She's done amazing things. She's always curating projects, and I'm so blessed to know her. We got connected through a mutual friend, Brenda Gilbert, who is an amazing angel in my life. And so I just wanted to shout her out because she's just a beautiful human being inside and out. It's rare when you find people that actually have the heart that match their talent. Exactly. And so I just wanted to give love to that because she's absolutely amazing. Yeah. But okay, I'm sorry, bro.
Nah, you good, because you know we already talking. You know I gotta run through and do my cameo for you on something. You know I'm gonna come through and do my little cameo. I deliver something. You know what I'm saying? And get on out of there. But with the giving up part, wanting to give up, in that same time frame where you like, okay, I feel like giving up, but I don't really want to give up yet. So just let me just go try any and everything just so I can book something. Were you doing that? Just trying to book something? Or you were still true to yourself, like, I'm not doing that role if I don't want.
Oh, man, I probably turned down too many roles. Oh. I probably have said too many things. I've been very specific about what I want to do. And it's not even on some, like, judgment thing or being critical. It's just like there's certain things that I'm just interested in doing. There's certain lives, you know, I'm the kind of actor that when I go in, I'm fully committed. So I don't do things from the hip and I don't do things halfway. And so if I'm going to be a character that I'm going to live in and off screen while I'm filming it, I want to do something that is interesting to me and something that I feel like I can give to and something that I want to see and something that I can feel proud about and not embarrassed about or feeling odd about in any way. And so that's a big range of characters, whether that character has schizophrenia or he's playing a young dad or he's playing someone in a young marriage or someone that's struggling in marriage or a son that lost his mom or dad. Like, I want to play all these kind of roles, whether it be an attorney or a lawyer or a mechanic. I want to play things that where the experience says something, right? I want to play characters that have an arc. I don't want to play a character that's stagnant. So I've kind of been like that from the beginning of my career. And who knows, man, I might have, there's some things maybe I should have turned down that maybe my career would be even further, but I feel like I'm on the right trajectory and I'm blessed to be, I haven't even hit my peak yet. And so usually that's something that's said when you're in your 20s. So I just feel like I'm in my sweet spot and I'm glad of the decisions that I made and I'm excited about what's ahead of me. So I've always been focused on, I just want to do what I'm interested in. I'm not doing something just for a check because I actually did something on a show called Roswell. I shouldn't even have said that. But anyways, I was on a show, man. Yeah, I was on a show on the CW, and I did it, man, and I wanted it so bad. And have you ever had that where you like, you know, maybe this is not for you, but you want it so bad and you pray for it? And I felt like God was like, I was over Christmas break, and usually they give you the decision before Christmas, and they went all the way through Christmas break into January, and finally I was supposed to be a character that played the guitar, but I don't know how to play the guitar. And I was like, but I can play the drums. They changed the character for me to play the drums, and I feel like I felt like it was a moment where God was like, here, like, take it, okay. And man, it was an experience, a learning experience that I don't need to do something just because I think it's hot or it's a check. And so I don't do that going forward. So yeah.
So did you feel bad about it, or you just
I didn't feel bad about it. I didn't feel bad about it. I just missed the feeling of loving the experience of doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right. I love acting. I love having words and giving them life. I love the experience and the camaraderie of the cast and the crew and all that. And so, you want to just do things where you're going to have an amazing experience, man. And so now that I'm, directing and writing and producing things myself, I'm very, very protective of the set, very focused on casting and who we're casting, and it's important, man. You want really great energy. You want people that are coming, to give their best and believe in the project wholeheartedly, and that creates a beautiful experience, man. And then it's on screen. You see it on screen, So, like Johnson, people ask all the time. We really are brothers, man. We really are tight. Like, we go on vacations to get to with each other. We've been at weddings, for each other. We go on trips and hang out, and we really are tight.
It's just like a reflection of y'all lives in general.
It's just like that. There's times where I'll call up Thomas and be like, man, I got to ask you this question, man. What do you think about this? Or I'll hit up Deji. And when he lived in LA, we would both go on hikes, man, and just kind of talk through things of the industry and our families. And I'll hit Philip up and ask him some thoughts on things. And we all do that with each other, man. So like what you see on screen, that chemistry on screen, bro, it's real. And we hold each other accountable too. Like, it's not just all praise and hold the wings up. We'll also challenge each other. And so it's a real brotherhood, man. And so what you see on screen, man, that's real life, bro.
Gotcha. So what's before I let you go, I got 2 questions.
Okay.
One, you didn't hold up what was in, because it's Wine Gudliife Convos. So
you know what? Hey, listen. I'm not doing wine, but I'm on the West Coast. But I got a little sip. We could cheers it up, bro. Yeah.
Cheers
it up.
Cheers
Absolutely.
to you.
I got
more of what you are doing. Cheers to my first episode of Wine Gudliife Convos. Now we're gonna get into these last 2 questions.
Okay.
Is Jarvis about to catch a body? You know what I'm saying?
Say that again.
Is Jarvis about to catch a body?
What you mean?
What happened on the last episode? Who you gave that look when you was on that phone?
Oh, to Pops?
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's Deji. It's interesting how he writes a lot of elements that are really in our lives. Some things that he don't even know. He just is organically in tune with all of us. And so, I had a situation with my father where I didn't know him for years, and we reconciled about 6-7 years ago. Found out that I had 2 sisters that I never knew. And so, there's a lot of emotion that even though you might be in a good space and you feel like you're forgiven, you forget there's still a process. And so I don't know what's going to happen with Jarvis and his dad, man. The actor who plays my father looks more like my father than my father. Like, Lamar is amazing, bro. He really looks like my father, man.
I was like, yo, you guys look alike.
Yo, man, and my brother too. Shout out to Donnie, man. Like, yo, the casting that they did for my brother, who looks like me, a younger version, slightly younger. Donnie, shout out to him, man. He's been blessed with his family, but that's my little bro. He looks a lot like my real little brother, man. And my dad really looks like my father in real life. I mean, there's a scene we did where all 3 of us on the couch. I got a picture of it, bro, and it's uncanny, like how they did that. And our chemistry is phenomenal. But going back to it, I don't know where that's going to go, man, because, Jarvis felt like he forgave his pops. He started calling him dad. And then to know that you've been in my credit cards, and that's why they're declining and bouncing, and you're stealing from your son, and we ain't even built all that yet.
I promise you, I'm so locked into the show. I knew it was him. The way he looked at you when he was like, what they say? You know, when you was telling him that your credit card and stuff got stolen.
Yeah.
But I say, yo, he did it.
You knew?
I knew.
Crazy.
I told my wife, we was watching, I say, he did it. I know he did it.
Yeah.
And I be, pardon my language, I'd be damned if he ain't did
it. I Boogies, Keisha, what up? Say what up to you. What up now? What's going on? Sorry, man, I'm saying that. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, that got a lot of feedback. We live tweet on the episodes. And you know, the feedback and the engagement when they found out he was the one that spending my credit cards, dude, was crazy on Twitter. Like, well, X, they was going off on it, bro. And
somebody said they knew he did it too.
And well, they were like, not his bio dad stealing from his own son. Like, there was stuff like that. And they were like, yo, I think Jarvis needs to let him go and cut him loose. And man, how dare he? And where's Junior? Where's his brother? How come he didn't put him on game? And it was so much feedback on it, man. And great, you know, Deji did a great job writing that episode and that scene in that moment. And I remember when we shot that, the you know, Deji and Thomas, who are our showrunners, amazing, my brothers, but amazing at what they do. I remember they let us play that scene out and they loved what we were doing. And then they were like, they gave me a couple notes, man. And I went in, dude, and just, it was done. We killed it. It was like, check the gate, move on. Like, you know, we have such great chemistry with my father and I. You know, it's just amazing, man. And so when he'll text me, man, he'll text me and go, what up, son? And I'll go, what's up, Pops? Like, we got really great chemistry and I just love him, man. He's amazing, man. He was in The Color Purple. You know, he's acting all the time. He's one of our veterans. And that's one of the things I love about our show, like with T.C. Carson, a legend. And we got, you know, Terry Vaughn. We got like great talent, people that we really need to respect and love on our show.
Speaking of T.C. Carson, I really need to have a conversation with Keith because I was saying the whole time, I was telling my wife, I was like, Keith need to stop trying to change something that's not his.
Wait, you talking about Greg?
Greg, my bad,
Greg. Yeah,
Greg. Greg needs to stop trying to change things that's not his. And the reason I say that because he's trying to make the restaurant a little more healthier. You feel what I'm saying? We get that. We get that in the Black community. We need to eat healthier, but we might want to go down a cheat day.
Yeah.
You feel me? We might want to go eat what we want to eat on the cheat day.
Right.
But I don't know. I need to get in a conversation with him too. I'm gonna talk to him.
You gotta holler at Greg, man. That's Deji LeRae. You gotta holler at Greg, and that's the right one to holler at because he's the writer. He writes all of our episodes. So yeah. You gotta holler at him.
Yeah, man. But like I said, man, I'm not gonna hold you. I really appreciate it, man. You know.
Yeah.
Is there a season 5? Or
listen, man. Hey, listen. Prayers up, man. You know, we feel really proud what we've done with the 4 seasons. I don't feel like I'm not ready for Jarvis to go to sleep. I know we're all excited working together again. We love working together. We're brothers, whether that goes beyond Johnson, but I know that we're all excited to keep telling stories, man. And so the fans have really made it clear that they're not done. And also with us also going on to some people watch it just streaming on Brown Sugar, and then other people are catching the first 3 seasons on Hulu. And so Hulu really changed the game for us, really put a lot of eyes on the show. And so there's so many people that are like, I just found this show. Where's this show been? I've never seen this. I've never seen Black men on a show like this. And so, you know, I feel like there's a lot more road. So we'll see, man. But, you know, I'm not ready for Jarvis to go to sleep, but we'll see what it is, man. We're all excited about what's going on. We love season 4. Season 4 seems like it's really touched people. People feel like this is the best one yet. And, you know, that's rare, bro. Like, usually when you do 4 seasons, first of all, shows don't even get to 4 seasons. And by season 2, man, it kind of starts going down, man. And I feel like our seasons, every season just elevates, bro. And so I'm excited about it, man.
And then y'all drop on the right day. Y'all drop on the right day, Saturday night when we're still in the
relax. Tamara just said, she just said, Tamara, my bad if I said that wrong, but she just said, I just found the show on Hulu last week. That's what happened, bro.
Make sure you start from season 1, Tamara. Make sure you start from season 1.
Yeah.
All the way through season 4. You will not.
Absolutely.
Every week.
Every week. And we've all grown from this, man. Like right now, I'm in a film festival right now called the Nisho Film Festival of this short film that I direct and wrote and produced with my producing partner, MD Walton. It's through our banner, Skyscope Pictures, and that is with Tammy L. Young, MD Walton, and myself, and Noel, Graham and Courtney are the co-founders of the Nisho Film Festival, and our film is screening October 26th. So I'm excited, man. Like, been inspired by Deji, who created the show Johnson, wrote it. Thomas and Deji are the showrunners of our show. They've inspired people like me and Philip, who are now directing and writing projects. And so anybody that's in LA, go to my bio. You can click there and get tickets and find out the times. Would love for you to come check out our film Roberta's Rules. That's my directorial debut on October 26th. So come check it out.
LA. I'm all the way on the East Coast.
All good, man. All good.
Yeah.
All good. Yeah.
But man, blessings. I know you got a tight schedule.
Yeah.
You feel me? Blessings. Like, once again, you ain't have to do this, and from the bottom of my heart, man, this means a lot. First episode of Wine and Gudliife Conversations with my guy.
We're gonna raise a glass, bro.
This is my guy, man. This is my
That's
guy.
What's up.
All right.
Yeah. One last thing I want to say, man. I appreciate you. You have a page. You've been giving us reviews every week of episodes. It's journalists and bloggers and people like yourself that are on social media that are bringing awareness of our show, Johnson. This is what we need. A lot of times we say, man, we want to see a Black show. We want to see a show that depicts us in a way that has humanity. We want to see a show that's not always about, drugs, or not always about, this or that. But this is a show that we're able to show us in a positive light that still deals with, life and obstacles, still has, things that we're going through, but it's people like yourself that's bringing awareness to our show, man. And so I'll raise a glass to you. I appreciate you. Thank you for spreading the word. Please continue. And it's people like you and different journalists and media that continues to shine a light on us, on Johnson, that allows us to keep coming back and doing more. So I definitely appreciate you and love what you're doing, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Once again, all love, man. Hey, I'm going to just tell you one thing. Go ahead and get to work, because I'm looking forward to everything you got planned. So just know I'm going to be here representing.
Thank you, man.
I'm going to represent.
I appreciate you,
all right,
bro.
Man, have a good day. Love.
All right, man. You too. One.